this lit up over here?
Don't leave me behind. Not again.
Oh, twice the undead. As if we needed that.
Someone came for me. After all this time.
A cranky blacksmith named Heydrich was complaining about the noise.
Bloody miracle! Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I owe you both.
Come with me. It's safe, and we've still got a little food.
Oh, I just love that. Oh, cranky blacksmith was complaining about the noise.
Remember that noise I heard? It was that lad you rescued.
I'm Bryson. I came here to see your friend.
Huh. And now he won't go away.
You saved his life. You're stuck with him now.
He is. I'm going to repay Heydrich by helping him with his work.
And I told you to stay away from my forge.
I see they'll get along just like a house on fire. A house on fire.
Is there anything on your mind, Heydrich?
Yes, actually. Just remembering what happened in New Tristram after the falling star hit. I'd never seen Mira so scared. Leah came by later, telling us there were wounded men at the inn.
And your wife still went to help them?
I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
Lord Vermilion.
Who is responsible for this? It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
Clearly we found the short bus. Fantastic.
Did you know there were once two moons? Lyria is the one that is no more. I think it's time I told you the whole story of Zai and his master, the god of desire, Dirges.
You mean you are ready to tell your version of the truth?
Dirges' jewel has appeared again, and the time for secrets is over.
Then you're finally ready to tell me if you were a god?
The answer is no.
Have you been eating enough? I've noticed this about you. When things get difficult, you get very focused. Maybe I'll cook for you. So, if it's all the same, we probably both be happier if I didn't.
Yeah, probably end up eating Gem.
Who's to blame for this doom? All Westmarch, reveling in sin, worshipping petty idols. The Zakarum are gone, and the order of Malthael now rises. Praise Malthael, and your souls may yet be saved. He spares only.
My god, he's already trying to profiteer off it. Well done.
I can't believe we're still alive. And it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
Huh. The lady ain't here yet. Interesting.
It is good to see you again, though it seems like we are only brought together in the worst of circumstances. But I suppose if times were better, we would never have met.
True enough.
Well, the world's under attack and people are dying everywhere. Must be time for us to go on another adventure, right?
Sounds about right.
For a moment, I heard one of my sister's voices. I could not make out the words.
Each day, I feel the weight of every crusader who has borne my name. So I think I understand your burden.
My sisters are gone now, and I am the last memory of a world long since forgotten.
You do not know why your sisters died. That is why they stay with you.
Wonder if we'll find out any details on that. But anyway, let us continue.
General Torian, what was that Death Maiden doing in the cathedral?
She was creating an orb that turns the living into Malthael's death creatures. A single orb can transform hundreds of innocent people every hour, and my men report 2 more of them out in the city.
Soul crucibles. With 2 of them, Malthael has an endless supply of soldiers.
Then I will destroy these crucibles and cut off Malthael's supply of troops. The soul crucibles turn the dead into reapers?
Sadly, yes.
The Death Maidens look like angels.
Their story is as tragic as Malthael's. Once the vanguard of his wisdom angels, they followed him down the path to darkness.
Fantastic. Of course they did. The dead clog the streets. It is impossible not to step on them. The victims at the very bottom are little more than pulp. Each of them died before the Zakron fate was cleansed. I may yes stop the killing and avenge the dead, but I failed these people. They never had a chance to be saved by the glory of a redeemed Zakron fate. Must find and defeat Maltir, so may return to the work of the crusade.
What are you saying? This is obviously a demon's work.
Fancy gloves, but it does reduce my recovery. Nice shield, but not a fan. Nice weapon, not a fan. You know what? I'm gonna take it. Okay, into the comments. Ooh. Uriel's satchel. One of the enemies.
After years of my pleading, the Angiris Council has finally agreed to send me in search of Malthael. I will not fail in this, as my master's presence is sorely needed in the high heavens. Owing to Malthael's growing fascination with the humans, Tyrael has suggested I begin my search on Sanctuary.
Fair place to start searching.
The annual parade honoring Rakis used to come through here.
I take it we just saw it right there. Oh, fantastic. Also, why aren't we turning? Or at the very least, why isn't the Templar with me? That's the Exorcist. Looks like they need one.
All know the reputation of the Exorcists of Westmarch. Those spiritual warriors specialized in removing demonic possession. By custom, they arrive in darkness, clad in cloaks as black as the night that conjured them. They work in secret, extracting the demons that dwell within their subjects. Now, Malthael has turned them, and they roam the city in their inhuman forms, stripping the souls from all they encounter.
I think I hear background noise. Well, I did earlier, but I kind of just ignored it, as I felt it was probably faint enough it wouldn't be picked up by the mic. Don't hear that now. Weapon rack.
For righteousness.
I haven't run into Burley yet. Another Death Maiden. 2, 3, 4. Like I haven't run into is another blue or whatever. Okay. Shanky. Come on. Oh, excuse me.
After Malthael's disappearance, the Angiris Council appointed his most loyal servant, Urzael, to find him and bring him back to the high heavens. Urzael, accompanied by the sect of maidens who were Malthael's closest followers, set out to find their absent master. They never returned.
And we can see now why.
Any other archer would have fled as I charged, but this one stood its ground, staring down the arrow's shaft through lifeless, empty eye sockets. Even as I swung my blade to take off its head, the thing loosed another shot. How can we fight an enemy that has no fear, nor thought for its own self-preservation?
Easy. You fight it. Now let's see. 4. Cooldown reduction, maybe? No. Sure, we'll go with that. Random just glowy chest. Fuck. There's tons of gear. Treasure goblin. Mine. One, two. Damn gate.
Burn in the light.
Stop, got me in the way of me hitting the treasure goblin, which is means the treasure goblin might escape now. You know, if you spend too long trying to kill it, they just escape inherently. Like you can't interrupt. Come on, just die already. Finally. Then we'll stop these. Go. Moving on. Arcane dust. Grab this. Summoner of the Dead. This is a new one. We'll just keep battering away. When I have enough wrath, do the shield bash. Didn't get a new entry on that enemy despite it being new. Rather annoying when that happens. Rather impressive that the people in the cathedral have been able to hold out this long, considering that, you know, how, like, a single, you know, guardsman just turns straight away, you know, just from a simple move. Like, the moment you get close to them, they're already an enemy. So, the enemies must be intentionally sparing them. Like, if all of them were taken down, your character would probably just focus on stopping the Reaper themselves, you know,
Akarat be praised.
You know, the final boss. This way, I get distracted trying to save people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Save the peasants from the Reapers. How often they turned? Guess they just haven't bothered to turn them. Exorcists. Right.
This is all Justinian's fault. Some king he is.
Justinian. Due to one of the entries, I thought he was a long since dead king. We got an entry on due to his we got an entry to do with his shield bearers.
This is the worst possible time to turn on each other.
But this is our chance to get out from under the king's yoke.
Of corpse racer.
That's treason, citizen. You best watch yourself.
I thought he was a long dead king. Just how they were talking about him in one of the entries. Made him sound like he was already passed. But I guess that's just me misreading. Misunderstanding. I wonder if you can fail this and, you know, not save a group of peasants. Or are they, you know, scripted to survive? At least until you get there. And if you dawdle too much or whatever, then they'll die.
Light be damned.
Could go either way, really.
Thanks for helping, but this isn't over. The king has failed us all. If you don't believe me, read this. His private journal.
Where did you get this?
Well, let's just say it's from someone who cares about us common folk.
I am so weary. Why did you have to die, brother? I was never meant to be king. The nobles threaten revolt to bend me to their will. They will abandon me if I don't keep the peasants in their place. Oh, my position is hopeless.
Oh, it certainly sounds like he didn't want to be king. Let's see. Let's improve life regen. And...
What about you? What brought you to take on the responsibilities of the world?
Need you ask? I swore my life to the crusade and found a purpose deeper than words can express.
Well, that's good for him. Provisions, no loot for me, so they were worthless. Okay, let's go over this way. Wonder if I'll find any more of the King's Journal. Just archers just lining up here in a conga line. Yeah, that's totally a good idea. This archer turned. The ones back in the other alley probably have too.
Glorious challenge awaits.
Orbiter, Molten, and Avenger with knockback. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally, I've actually encountered some, you know, blues. Thankfully, they aren't too burly. Of course, they had to follow their master into, you know, into evilhood. They couldn't. Ah, yeah, they get burlier with each one you kill. That's what Avenger does. Keep forgetting.
Not ready yet.
It's never like, oh, our mouse, you know, our boss is after going evil. You know, let's just slap him a bit, knock some sense into him, and leave it at that. No, it's like, oh yes, we must get evil too. Yeah, it's just like, for fuck's sake, people. Come on.
Not yet.
Much easier to level up this. Here, let's just walk to the end of this stairs. It's not that far down. You never know what could happen. Nope, nothing. Just you could. I remember walking up a little podium onto a little like altar before. Back in the Act 3, and just summon the blue. It was back out on the battlefield. So it's just a case of, you know, walking down there, could summon an enemy, could find you something nice. So, may as well, like.
My faith is rewarded.
Oh, there's the Punisher. Damn it, Frank Castle. Fuck off. Come on, die. Dead point. Excuse me. Oh god. We have to find Gideon's Row. It's likely another zone like that, you know? So it's around here somewhere. Well, they've turned. There's plague tunnels. You know what? Let's go have a look at the plague tunnels.